doing today?
Very good. How are you?
I'm excellent. So today we are here with
Ricardo Davila.
Ricardo, thank you for taking the time to tell me a little bit about your company.
No problem.
Please tell me what is National Debt Holdings about?
So National Debt Holdings, we've been in business since 2011. And essentially what we do is we buy charged off receivables from lenders, banks, organizations that give out loans. So we give them a chance to take any, I don't want to say bad debt, but charged off accounts, non-performing accounts that they may have. And we give them some money for those, so that way they can keep on going with their business, quick capital for them, and then we take over the collections process with the consumers directly.
That's excellent. Well, it sounds like a company that everybody should look into.
Thank you.
Awesome. Now, I know, we're still in the pandemic. Now we have also inflation, which is added to it. So what other challenges have there been?
So the challenges, it's been a mixed bag of challenges. So I'd say when the pandemic first started and people weren't really sure what was going on, a lot of lenders started giving out less loans, not really knowing what was going to happen to their businesses. So that kind of trickles down to the back end, where in our industry there was less debt, less loans, less debt. So that challenge for agencies and debt buyers like ourselves that were used to a certain volume just kind of stopped. So we had to adjust, and we had to kind of relook at that whole process. And then throughout the pandemic, with the government assistance and all the stuff that consumers were getting, we actually saw a spike in collections. People wanted to pay off their debts. They were doing good things with that money. And so we saw a slight spike, and then now debt started coming back in. Lenders started lending again, and then what happened was, because of the less demand, prices on debt started going through the roof. And so acquiring the same debt that we were getting before the pandemic became challenging and more expensive. So a good conference like this, FinTech conference, we're able to relook at our business structure and say, well, how can we help consumers and cut our costs at the same time now that debt costs more money? So that was one thing. And then now there's a whole new challenge now. Debt's starting to pick back up again, lending's picking back up again, but consumers have less money, right? The inflation's up, gas is up, everything costs more than it did just 6 months ago. So being able to understand where our consumers are coming from and work with them and helping them to resolve some of their debts has been a challenge, but something that we've been able to utilize different technologies actually to be able to help them further in accomplishing their goals of paying off their debts.
Now, when it comes to data, I know for the older generation, it's always been a challenge. But the new generation, it's about quick and fast to make it easy and everything like that. So, what are the challenges that you find at times?
Yeah, so I think you're 100% correct. The older generation, younger generation definitely has a dynamic. But even our day and age, I can't even, half the phone calls going to my phone are a scam likely, right? It's coming from a dialer system. We're answering the phone less, we're texting more, we're emailing more. A lot of us don't want to talk to anybody anymore. So being able to mix in technology where consumers can receive a text or click on a link and just go right to their situation and take care of it digitally has really changed the industry. I think it gives consumers in the younger generation more confidence to be able to, well, not more confidence, maybe more comfortable with being able to handle, because if you have a debt, if you owe something, it's not the most comfortable situation, and sometimes you want to just take care of it without talking to anybody. So being able to have that technology has really helped. And then even for the older generation, they're not bad. They're up to speed on a lot of this stuff. You give them a link, and they feel more confident knowing that they're dealing with a credible company that has a link and has a website, has all the information. It gives them time to review what's happening, so they don't feel pressured on a phone call, so to speak.
Well, you know something, you pretty much answered all the questions the viewer needs to know.
Great.
So once again, thank you so much, Ricardo, and I appreciate you taking the
No
time out of your busy day
Enjoy
to
the
be able
conference.
to, give us more detail about national debt holding.
Thank you.